Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. Today is May 29th, I believe, May 28th. And I am headed out on the road for a full day of showings with a buyer that I had acquired about a week ago. She is relocating here from Mississippi, and we are going all over God's green earth today. Sundays, I try to keep them as rest days and like recuperating days where I can like go to brunch, and just enjoy some like downtime. But when the market is crazy and it's hot and your buyers need to get in property, you do what you need to do. So I basically took my rest day yesterday instead, which I do think is very important, especially in this business. So we are on the interstate now. I have been up since 5:30. I woke up, got ready. I did not do any makeup today just because I honestly didn't feel like it. I did skincare, did my hair, slick back bun, the vibes, very comfy, casual, still cute. Threw on a dress, threw on my man's jean jacket, some quick little sandals, and then I was out the door by 6 o'clock, so really 6:15. Then I got gas, and then I stopped by my office for a little bit. I needed to make some notations on our showings for things that I wanted to just make sure that I knew and could spit off at the top of my head regarding like the property disclosures and just important information. So I did all of that, and then I of course like to give my buyers a physical folder when we meet for the first time, and in that folder it just has information on home warranties, inspections, contractors for any repairs should there be any. It has all of the showings that we have, and because this buyer was not a first-time buyer, and she's actually very knowledgeable about the process, I didn't give her my buyer's guide, but I normally always put that in there as well. I did give her my contractor referral guide though, however, for any sort of like anything that she would need basically, but I did give her that. So yeah, we are going to be out running around all day. I think our first showing starts at 9:30 and our last one ends at 3:15. So it's gonna be a long day. I am extremely tired this morning. I don't know what's going on. I need like some vitamin something, I don't know, B12 or whatever they give you to like boost your energy. But yeah, I wanted to just say hello. It's been a minute since I have picked up the camera. But yeah, I am gonna do, I guess, a week in my life. We'll see really how long this video is, but I will definitely try and film as much as I can today. And then I've got several things that are happening this week that I will definitely film. We've got several classes I'll be taking, so professional development classes. I have another buyer who is relocating here from Iowa. They will be here on Friday. So Friday I will be doing the same thing with them. We have a whole tour scheduled out. And then Saturday I may be with them a little bit as well if we don't find exactly what we're looking for Friday. And then I also have a company-wide barbecue. We have our like Founders Day summer barbecue every year at my broker's house, so I'll film some of that. I'm trying to think of what else. I have several meetings, so I will film pretty much whatever happens this week. I will film it. So it is officially summer vacation for my son. He will be going with his dad this week, and yeah, I will just be ripping and running and tearing up these streets and trying to get some people under contract. I also have a builder's grand opening event with one of my clients on Sunday, so we'll be doing that because she's trying to lock down a unit in that community. And this is the same client who, I'll throw in some clips, we went and looked at this builder's work, and in a different part of the city about a week and a half ago, so I'll throw in some stuff that we saw into this video just so you can like see what we looked at for new construction. And yeah, we're gonna see where this video takes us, but I just wanted to say hello, happy Memorial Day weekend. I hope you are going to enjoy time with your families, friends, whatever you need to do. Be by the pool, have a drink, I don't know, but hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend, and I will check back in with you once I get to these properties, and we will see how the rest of this video unfolds. Talk to you soon. This is how quickly my day can change. So I had 6 showings scheduled starting at 9:30 like I was talking about earlier. I was about 8 minutes away from the first one, and my buyer calls me and she's like, yeah, it's a hard no. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, the area is just, it's a no. And I said, okay. So the thing about this particular client is that she did not want it to be in a neighborhood. She literally told me in the middle of nowhere is perfectly fine. And I said, okay, great. Which really helps us out in terms of like what we can find. And so I said, that's fine, we'll head to the second one. And so we did. We headed out to the second one, which was about 8 minutes from where we were. We are literally I'm literally like 10 minutes from where we need to be. She, I guess, I don't know if she already saw it or what, but she was like, yeah, that one's right off of like a main road, main street. And I said, okay, well, if you don't want to go look at it, then that is totally fine. We will just go to our third showing. So we have now canceled 2 showings. So our first 2 we canceled. And now we're headed to a new construction out in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. So if you know where like the Webb School is, that is basically where we are. It's a cute little town that's in between Shelbyville and Columbia. So we are going to a new construction property to look at that one. It's supposed to be done end of July, August. I am hopeful that this one is at least worth looking at. That way our whole day is not wasted. But we are definitely going to just rework our little schedule, which is no problem. But this is how quickly things can change. So just thought that was funny, and I just wanted to like update you guys. So excuse me, I will check back in with you once we get there. I don't know if you can hear me because it's so windy, but I'm out here looking at this beautiful house in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. I just have to show you the scenery. Like, imagine owning a slice of heaven. Literally, this is so beautiful. It's under construction, obviously, but I'm waiting on my clients to get here. So I'm going to take you through a quick little walkthrough. I am now in Gallatin. My buyer ended up going the wrong way, so which is totally fine. So I'm waiting on them to get out here, and I just figured I'd pull over instead of sitting in front of the seller's house, because the seller was actually still there. They're cutting the grass, which I think is so cute. They're like trying to get everything ready. But I just wanted to sit down and take a second to talk about, things that I have learned over the course of the last year. And I can make a whole separate video on this, especially if you are someone who's thinking about getting your real estate license, if you're a new agent, whatever the case may be. I definitely think that there is a misconception across the board when it comes to real estate and the realtor profession and just what we do in general. And I myself was, I think, guilty of this when I first got licensed, of thinking, oh my God, I'm newly licensed and I'm going to post about it on Instagram. And then my entire friends and family circle is going to automatically just start working with me, and I'm going to sell 100 homes in my first year. And that is just complete and total bullshit. It is not at all what happens. And at least for most people, I can't say for the entire realtor population. There are unicorn agents where you do end up just falling into very early success, which is great. And I am throwing my hat off to those agents. But for most people, I would strongly say the first 3 years are extremely brutal, and it is hard. And that's why the ratio to success versus how many people actually get licensed is so skewed. I think it's something like 80% of realtors drop out within the first 3 years. And I totally understand why. I completely can see why that happens, because you are spending so much money and time and effort and resources in the first couple of years, and you're not guaranteed to see any sort of return on that. And I think it's very important that people actually talk about that, because the standard of entry is so low to become a real estate agent. Like within the last 2 years, specifically within the last 2 years of COVID, there have been at least 15 people that I know personally that have gotten licensed. And will all of them stay realtors in the next year to 3 years? I have no clue. No clue. But if you look at my own situation, I've had my license for 4 years. I got licensed in 2018, I believe. If it's not 4, it's definitely 3. I can't remember if I got licensed in 2018 or 19. But I literally, for the first year and a half, was so let's back up. As soon as I got licensed, I, told everyone. I did the I'm a realtor post on social media. Like, if you need a house, let me know. Nobody reached out to me. And again, at the time, I was 23 years old, I think. And who did I think I was? I didn't know anything about the industry, and I'm being brutally honest with myself now. And I think that's very important. I didn't know anything about the industry. I, of course, graduated the class and took the test, and I passed, and all is well. But truthfully, have knowledge of the market? No, I didn't have any. And for me, looking back, it's just so funny, because I was just so excited and just knew that everyone and their mom was going to work with me. And lo and behold, I had a friend of the family reach out to me probably right around the 3-month mark of me being licensed. And we started working together, and ultimately that deal did not end up going through. And I was so hurt by that, and I had not yet learned how to remove the emotions out of real estate, like my personal emotions. And so I was so hurt by that one deal not going all the way through and falling apart. I literally just sat in a slump and in a funk for probably the next 6 months, maybe even the next 10 months, honestly. And I didn't do anything. I didn't do a single deal. Not literally nothing. I was working a full-time job still at the time. And, I had my license, and I was posting about things. I was trying to do open houses, but I had not yet fully believed in myself and really fully just jumped in full force and learned that this business is what you make it. And so that deal really, I think, set me back in terms of I spent the next 10 months basically so down on myself, so hard, and just like so negative, and I wasn't putting any effort into my business. And obviously when you don't put effort in, you don't get anything out. So for 2 years I basically did nothing. I would help a couple people with rentals and all of that, but as far as an actual transaction goes, and having anything closed and sold, I did maybe one other deal, and that was just because I worked in property management at the time, and one of my tenants needed to buy, like they were ready to buy, and so of course I helped them find their house, and I'm very grateful for them, and they will always hold a special place in my heart. But again, one deal and one failure in a span of 2 years, like, come on, like what? So for me, I really feel like this is my second year full-time, fully focused. This is my sole business. Like, this is what I'm putting all my effort into. And, it's very important that people who are newly licensed, or if you are thinking about getting licensed, you really ask yourself, do I have what it takes to put in the effort, even if I'm not seeing any immediate reward? And that is something I had to learn. And I also had to learn your family and friends are more than likely not going to work with you immediately. And honestly, I had to make peace with that, because you are talking about a profession where this is definitely customer service, but you have to get personal with people. Like, you are looking into their finances. You are really figuring out what is happening in their life, what they need this property for, or why are they selling a property. Like, you are really getting connected with people. And sometimes your friends and family do not want you in their business like that. So of course they're not going to work with you. I mean, you have to really understand that you are a professional in this business. Taking photos, having that first little photo shoot of I'm a realtor and all of that, that's great, but that does not equate to business, like, at all. You can take as many photo shoots as you want. That doesn't mean you're doing any deals. It sounds good, and I have told people, again, in the beginning, you fake it till you make it. Like, there's nothing wrong with going to trainings. There's nothing wrong with hosting open houses, even if it's not your listing. That is how you learn. There is so much free opportunity to learn and to better yourself and to prepare yourself for when you actually have clients. That should be what you focus on the first year, I would say. At least the first 6 months of your career. Because what they don't tell you in real estate school is after you graduate and after you pass this test, you're thrown into the lion's den. Like, there is no, and for most people at least, and I can only speak on my experience, but there is no, let me hold your hand every step of the way. Now, granted, you can go to a brokerage and you can have great support systems and great training, and you can meet wonderful agents that will mentor you. But at the same time, everybody out here is hustling for their own business. So, it's so interesting to me when I see people that I know, or just anyone that get licensed, and they're just like, oh my God, let me take my photo shoot, let me post on social media, I'm going to be a multi-million-dollar agent, blah, blah, blah. And when you think about it, and I'm guilty of doing this myself, which is why I had to have a reality check with myself, a multi-million-dollar agent, like, who the hell cares? Like, it's not about the money. At least I had to learn that. It's not about the money. It is not. You will get more money by not focusing on the money. You will get more clients by not focusing on the money. The more relational you are, the more professional you are, the more focused and laser focused you are on your business and your client relationships and just actually being a genuine human being, you will see more business because of that. And that is something I am learning tenfold. And I also think it's really important that you understand that even when people hit you up on social media or when people reach out, you're going to get a lot of people that reach out to you and then go work with someone else, because you also need to vet these people. Do I want to work with this person? Are we actually a good fit? Is this person really serious, or are they wasting my time? And that is something I also had to learn. And just setting yourself up for success. I think there's not a lot of talk about how actually hard it is in this business and how long your days are. I literally woke up at 5:30 today, like I mentioned, and I will not go back home until almost 4 o'clock. And so for me, it's very important that while I am always customer service focused, I respect my own time and my own schedule as a business owner. And that means, okay, today I'm out of my house and I'm working and I'm, not at home. that when I am at home, I'm laser focused on my son and my family and my relationships, and just focus on that stuff. That way, when I am in the field like this, I can go with a clear mind and I'm not so worried about everything else. As a new agent, I was all over the place. I didn't have any sort of systems. I didn't have any process of doing anything. I didn't have any rules for my business. I didn't even know like what I should have been doing. No one told me that you should have systems. No one told me you needed like business practices. You get your license and you are like legally able to help someone buy this huge piece of property that is going to likely be their most expensive single asset. So I just think it's really important that the narrative changes around what we do, and that the respect is given, because this is not an easy career. I don't care what anyone says. It's so much more than opening doors for people. And you know, it's so frustrating, especially as a woman of color, and even just as a woman in general. This industry can be 10 times harder for us. And then you add on being a woman of color. It's just like, there are so many things stacked against you that I wish that when you got out of real estate school and you know, were going and shopping around brokerages, that someone really gave you the real tea on like what it's going to be like. Because I see so many people just fizzle out. And I made a promise to myself that was not going to be me. And so that's why I work so hard. That's why, even though I did great last year, I'm so hard on myself to do better this year. And you know, like I said, I really have that on my heart, because every day, if not every week, I literally see a new person. Oh, got licensed, with blah, blah, blah brokerage. Like, you know, if you need a realtor, let me know. And, you know, I think it's just really, really important to truthfully understand what you're getting yourself into, because you have got to know this market like the back of your hand. You've got to be able to operate from a business mindset. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You will literally go broke before you see any money. And I can attest to that. I've had several people slide in my DMs that I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this person is even reaching out to me. Like, this is going to be a great deal. And then they're not even serious. Like some well-known people. Okay. But like, you just really have to operate from a business standpoint. And that was not something that was really harped on enough. And yeah, I just really felt like that should be addressed and said. So I was just pulling over in this parking lot and was like, you know what? Let me preach to the people for a second. So I would love to, if anyone in Nashville is a newer agent, and you are kind of lost, or if you need guidance, or if you want to just chat and talk about where you are, or whatever the case may be, or if you haven't even gotten licensed yet and you're like in the process of taking the test or the class, all of my contact information will be in the description box below, and it'll be obviously on the end clip. But I would love to speak with you, get coffee. You know, you can come to my office, we can, whatever, go have a drink somewhere and chat. But I really just am all about being authentic and being truthful about this business, because the only way to actually succeed is to put in the work. So that's all for this little rant. I'm just gonna sit here and wait for my client. She said they're gonna be here around 11:20, so it's almost 11:15. So I will probably head over back to the house. I didn't want to like sit there right in front of the sellers. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. I will try and show you as much as I can when they get there. Okay, so we are out here in Gallatin, and this is the next property we're looking at today. Already off the top of the bat, I love the circle driveway, but I think my clients are probably not gonna like how close it is to the neighbors. But I'm gonna go in and turn the lights on, and I will show you guys around. Okay, I'm out here in Portland. This one is really pretty. It is a little ranch style, and it's been renovated. It's so cute. I love the landscaping. And this actually comes with another little building, so I will show that as soon as I get over here. There are some cows right next door, and then you have this little outhouse space which could literally be a full like working studio, mother-in-law suite, or apartment. But yeah, gorgeous little property. Laundry. Okay, so this was the other house that we looked at. I'm actually turning off all the lights now. Unfortunately, while this one was beautiful, this one is not going to work. Only because the property lines are listed at an acre and some change, and come to find out is actually a lot less than that. It's not really usable land. So we are locking up and we are headed out. Let me update you guys because it's actually been a little bit since I have picked up the camera. I just finished up in Portland, and we are not going to be going to Clarksville today. That was our last showing that we had. I'm way ahead of schedule, which I'm actually really grateful for. I was not trying to be in the car until 4 o'clock. So it is about 12:20. And I am heading
in 1.2 miles. Turn left onto State Route 52.
Pop off. I'm headed home now. They loved the new construction one that we looked at, so I'm going to go home. They are doing a home sale contingent offer, so I really need to see if the builder is even willing to entertain that. And so I've actually never written an offer that is sale of home contingent. So I'm going to call my broker and get her thoughts on just the best way to structure it. So we are just putting them in, presenting my buyers in the best way. So I will be doing that, getting all of the comps and offer paperwork and everything together. And of course, you know that you want to get your offer submitted as soon as possible. So even though it is a holiday weekend, I am going to get it submitted hopefully by end of day tonight.
At the next light, and turn left.
Don't you just love your GPS when it interrupts you? But I'm going to get it submitted as soon as possible. So I will check back in with you guys later today. If not, I will check in with you. We'll see when I pick back up the camera. Honestly, I've got a bunch of stuff to do this week. So have a good day. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. We are fresh off Memorial Day weekend. I am out in Brentwood today at our office, and I'm getting ready to go into a training we're having with Brian Buffini. It's called 100 Days of Greatness. So I am going to take you guys along for our training day today. And then I have a showing this afternoon, so I am going to take you guys along with me as well. Talk to you soon. Okay, so this is how quick things can change in the world of real estate. I had that training, as you guys saw earlier today at our office. I came home and I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and make a quick lunch. I made overnight oats for breakfast, but because I'm, just now getting my body back onto this routine, they did not fill me up and I was starving. So I came home, made a quick little lunch, and then part of 75 Hard, which I don't even know if I said anything about it here on YouTube, was that I'm starting 75 Hard, which I did yesterday. It was my first day. But you have to do 2 workouts for 45 minutes each, one indoor and one outdoor. And sorry, the sun is literally blinding me. But you have to do 2 45 minutes workouts. And so I did them both yesterday. I started a little 4-week program on the Alive by Whitney Simmons app. I actually really love that app, and I've had it for a while. So I started a 4-week one, and then I did a 45-minute hot girl walk. And so today when I got home, I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do my outdoor walk, because it looked like it was gonna rain at the time. And so I was like, let me go ahead and just knock that out of the park and get that over with. So I did my 45-minute walk and came back home. I was literally exhausted, and I think I was just exhausted in general from not getting a lot of sleep last night, and obviously working out 2 times yesterday, which is, you know, new to my body. So I ended up falling asleep. I took like a 30-minute nap, if you want to call it that. And then I woke up, I did some work on my computer, and ended up finding a couple properties that matched one of my clients, kind of like what they're looking for. And so I sent it to them, and she was like, let's go ahead and look at it. Like, can we get out there today? So we booked the showings. I ran over there. Like, I'm still literally in my gym clothes. And she was like, girl, I don't even care. Like, it's fine. We need to look at this house. So we get out there, and it was okay. It was fairly expensive. But for what it was, wasn't worth it after we saw it in person. So now we are headed to Clarksville, which is just under an hour outside of Nashville. It is where it's an army town, basically. But they are very, very well under like the median house price point, and, you know, for what like Metro Nashville is. So we are headed out there because I found several awesome options for them, and we're gonna go look at those tonight. There's 3 we're looking at tonight. If none of these 3 work, we will come back out here tomorrow, and we'll pretty much spend all day out here tomorrow looking at some stuff, because right now they just put their house on the market in Mississippi, and they're in a hotel. So she's like, sis, we've got to move. We can't stay in a hotel. So we're gonna go and look at these, get them over with. And I think this just goes back to like, that is not gonna work, I can't see. I think this just goes back to like self-discipline and knowing what you're getting yourself into, like I was talking about in a couple clips back. But you have got to be adaptable, you've got to be flexible. Like, do I want to be driving 45 minutes away from my house when I still have another workout to do tonight and I'm hungry and I have a headache? No, I don't. But this is my business, these are my clients, and I'm going to serve them. So we're headed out there. Right now I'm on the road, should be there, I don't know, in about 40-ish minutes. And then I'm going to try and hold off and eat what I was planning on making tonight, which was at home, like Chipotle bowls. And that sounds so good. So I'm going to try and hold off until I get home and can cook that. You know, it's going to be a super late dinner. I don't know if that's going to be realistic, or if I should try and just grab something that's like semi-healthy on the way back. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, that is where I am at. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday, which means it's hump day. I've got a couple of meetings, and then I had to schedule an electrician to come to my client who just closed last week. We had to schedule an electrician to come and do some work for her. And then I have some clients who are leasing a property. They're moving in tomorrow. So it'll be a very busy day. But yeah, I just wanted to update you and let you guys know, like, that's how quickly things can turn around. I had fully anticipated like being able to go home, do both my workouts, like relax, do some computer work. But no, I'm headed to Clarksville. So that is, you know, and it's all fun and games. Like, it's fine. I'm not mad about it or anything. So I will check in with you guys once I get there and see if I can film any of the properties before they get there. So talk to you soon. We are in Clarksville and it is actually really, really beautiful. We are out here looking at this cute little property. They wanted nature, so we are giving them nature.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
But I know you can't tell, like nothing I felt. My mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
We are out to eat for my broker's birthday. Y'all say hello to my vlog.
Hello, vlog.
Hi. Happy birthday. Let's see you do your shot. Ready?
You don't like dark, you want white?
She's gonna do half, I'm gonna do the other half.
I'm not drinking, so I am just the influencer.
She's gonna start with your last one.
Less complex systems to go.
I feel like you're having a lot of
Look at it.
I just need something fast.
All right, ready? 1, 2,
It's not
3.
spicy, but I knew you wouldn't like it.
What an asshole! Why?
I just wanted you to try it.
Salud, salud. Woohoo. Go, Miss Wendy. Woohoo. Yes, honey.
That is. Hang on.
And I got
You
this
ate the whole thing.
lovely chicken bowl. We are at our taco.
Oh my god.
Having the time of me in construction sites. I am out here in White House, literally walking the dirt and looking at a house for my client who is in Michigan. So I will show you guys what the community looks like. It is by a builder called David Weekley Homes, and this particular community is in White House, Tennessee. So it's about 45 minutes, not even 45 minutes, probably 40 minutes from Nashville. Let me get back over here. And this is the one we are looking at. Happy Friday. We are coming to the end of this week in my life. It's actually probably been longer than a week because it's been so crazy. I am leaving Thompson Station right now, which is out near Spring Hill in Franklin, Tennessee, and I am heading to some showings in Nolensville. And we've actually been out since 9:30 this morning. My clients flew in last night from Iowa, and I am helping them do their home search and all of that good stuff. So we are out doing that. And yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's Friday. wrapping up. I got a buyer under contract yesterday. We scheduled our inspection for first thing next week. I am hopeful that I can find these clients something while they're in town today, tomorrow, and Sunday they're leaving, so we probably won't have time to do anything, but hopefully we can find something that they feel confident putting an offer in. The areas that we are looking in are phenomenal, so shouldn't be too hard, and the market's starting to slow down a little bit in terms of inventory staying on a little bit longer, so that's exciting news for them. But yeah, we are headed out to Nolensville, and I just wanted to hop on here and say hello. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are have had a great week and are gearing up for a great weekend. I think tonight I may be going out for drinks and dinner, but I'm doing mocktails, obviously, because I'm doing 75 hard. I'm not drinking right now, so that will be interesting. I've never actually had like a non-alcoholic like mocktail at a restaurant before, so I am kind of excited about that. So me and my man might be going out to eat tonight because we don't have the kids this weekend, and then tomorrow we have my office barbecue, so I actually have to make something for that. And yeah, I'm excited. We should be gearing up to have a great weekend. Yeah, just wanted to say hello, and I will check in with you guys again when we get to the property.